Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. This is Marty Grunder with another great idea. And if you haven't figured it out right now, I am in what is known as Lavelle Edwards Stadium on the campus of Brigham Young University here in Provo, Utah. And I have my new partner, Jim Cali, with me. And Jim, we were just talking. You asked me how the career fair went here. And I said, you know, we did well. We met a lot of nice young people. But, you know, when we tell them we're in Dayton, Ohio, you know, it's a hard sell. And you said, well, don't go there, and just share with all of our followers here your point of view on Dayton, Ohio. You're in Dallas and you recruited too. You had some great insight that I wanted to share with our followers.
You know, my comment back to you or to anybody that's recruiting at this point is just to have the confidence in where you live and why people want to be there. If I look at Dayton, Ohio, I look at, you know, family values. They've got definitely water and inexpensive cost of living.
Right.
Exactly. Dallas is the same thing. Inexpensive cost of living, central location in the United States, and quite frankly, I think Dayton and Dallas are kind of similar. You got to own it, I have confidence in it, and I think you can bring any candidate you want to your market to live where you're at.
I know you did a lot of unique things when you were involved in growing the company you were with from 3 million to 30 million. One of the neat things that you did was you recruited from other cities. How did you do that?
Well, you know, you take a look at, and no different than I was just talking about confidence with students and getting them to move to the market, but you sell the city and where you're looking at. So in tough times, you know, we knew that the Midwest, nothing personal, back in 08 and 09, you know, we were struggling, and we had a lot of landscapers in that market that would consider coming to a place like Dallas, Texas. So, you know, confidently, no different than today for you, you can probably get somebody out of a bigger city in the Midwest that likes the Midwest values and bring them down to Dayton. And do it through Craigslist and a bunch of different avenues, right?
I've learned a lot from you on hiring. When you come to see us next time in Dayton, you'll see we've changed our signs around as a result of your advice and ideas you shared with me. But you said, you know, it's important that your message is good, not just now hiring. What kind of a message gets someone to move to come and work for a landscaping company?
You have to have long-term principles and be able to tell somebody the story about where you're going to be long-term. People don't want to make short-term decisions, especially if a move's involved. But knowing where you're going to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years.
Show them a career ladder, show them the opportunity,
absolutely.
Show what they can do in your culture, and then don't put a now hiring sign out. Put something like great job for great workers or opportunities for growth.
Hiring landscape professionals for a future.
For a future.
Exactly.
Something that appeals to the spirit. Don't just go through the motions.
Absolutely. And then you argue, the argument is that they can drive it themselves.
Yes.
You know, because you've given them the tools, you tell them where you're going. If that's the kind of person that they are, they're going to fit well in the company.
They see a path where they can move through it.
Yep.
That's the kind of person we want in our company.
Yep.
Folks, thanks. Jim Cali, our new partner here at MGI. We've got a lot of more great information to share with you in the coming weeks. Until then, Jim and I will see you next week.